So you're attempting to slow down your mind, stop thinking, analyze your thoughts, and become familiar with who you are. Become familiar with how your mind works and what's going on in your mind, and then realize that that doesn't really matter. I mean, all meditation techniques are trying to take you out of yourself back to the source, out of yourself back to God, or whatever you want to call it. And if you don't take the time to become familiar with your mind and yourself and your presence, how can you become familiar with God or your source?
And I find when I go into that space, when I say that space, I mean when I intentionally do nothing, um, and even two times where I do want to some meditate, if that's the word you want to use. You know, rarely, if ever, does my mind go blank. But I follow my thoughts, and then I just kind of bring it back. Follow my thoughts, and just kind of bring it back, and it ends up being like an ocean wave. And the tide goes out, the tide comes back in. If you ever stand on a beach, you see that flow of water go out, and then you see that flow of water come back in. And to me, that's literally the ebb and flow of what that space looks like. But you can't be afraid to go there. And sometimes it can be hard at night to just lay down and go to bed because you're just thinking about this, I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking about this thing from today and that thing from tomorrow and that thing from next week and that thing from whatever. And at some point, man, we gotta get to the space where we are comfortable just in the.
Yes. I like that little moment of silence. Yeah. And that's one thing too. A lot of people think that meditation is just sitting in lotus position on a bed of nails, but walking is meditative. Oh, yeah. Playing golf is meditative. Gardening is meditative. Just doing it, some arts and crafts is meditative. Working on your car is meditative. Anything that gets you kind of in that zone where your brain stops. And a lot of times for a lot of us, we need to keep our hands busy.